Hey, it's Sunday, and it's time for another Nissan Pulsar update. So yeah, we're not actually in the Pulsar today. As you can tell, we're in something different. And today's car is a Nissan Leaf, a 2018 Tekna model. So it's the same sort of spec as the Pulsar, you know, it's the highest spec that you can get for this car. So before I carry on, I need to give a shout out to Bristol Street Motors. That's where I purchased the Pulsar from. And they've been kind enough to sponsor a few upcoming videos on my channel, and they've lent me this car for the day just to give it a drive and see what I think about it. So yeah, so this video is going to be essentially a first thoughts, a first review. There's no one with me test driving this. I've literally turned up, seen the rep at Chesterfield that I met before, and she just literally gave me the keys and just given me a few tips on what's what in this car, you know, how to get it to drive and go backwards, and a few other bits and bobs. So I'll have a look at that today and see what I think to this car. Right, first impressions, I've literally been driving about 5 minutes at this point, just playing around with a few bits and bobs. The E-pedal, I don't know if you've heard of that, it's basically can control the braking and accelerating just with the accelerator pedal. You do need your foot on the accelerator all the time. Now I'm just going to turn on the E-pedal. My foot's currently on now. If I let go, it does come to a bloody sharp stop. But you see how much it's pushing me forward. I wasn't expecting that. That was quite a shock actually. So we're doing 40 here and we're just about to hit a 30 zone. So at this lamppost here, we'll let off. And I'm holding myself back. That's at 30. In fact, that was like 50 yards from 40 to 30. Perfect, that. You adapt to it quite easy, actually. You just need to rest your foot on there. There's a mini roundabout coming up. Is it going to slow me enough? It is. I don't know how. So yeah, another mode I've been playing with is the Eco mode. Now, I noticed from pickup it was in Eco mode, so I don't know if it's in that as standard or if that's just the last settings it was in. But I'm trundling along now at 25. Put my foot flat down. 40. It's quick, it picks up well enough. We'll see how it is at high speeds in a moment. Let me just get down to 25 again. Doobie doobie doo, and there's a van in front. Put my foot down. That kick, actually bloody impressive. It really, you know, it really is. You don't expect it at all. I think because the engine noise isn't there, it's such a quiet car. You know, there's no turbo spooling up or your supercharger or your big engine, and it's just, I don't know, a bit deceiving. You don't expect an electric car to shift like that. If you're worried about having an electric car and not being able to accelerate quick enough, don't worry about it. It's more than enough. And that's another feature I've found, it's just caught me then, is the lane guidance, which again I've got on the Pulsar, and I think you'll find a lot of the Nissan models have it. On the Pulsar, all you get is a buzz and a symbol flashes on the clocks that you've gone out of your lines. On this one, what's an improvement really is the fact that the steering wheel also vibrates, which I think hopefully they're going to bring that down into all the models. If I move over this line now, lane guidance tells I've got out of my lane and the steering wheel vibrates, which is a nice bit of feedback. That power 60 to 70, let's say, that's quick. That is absolutely crackers. Well, I don't know what the top speed is. The rep at Chesterfield Bristol Street, she said they went to Millbrook Proving Grounds and they was going around there at 90. I don't know if that's the top speed or if that's just, you know, what they comfortably got up to. But even if it does 90, that's more than enough. You know, we can only legally do 70 anyway these days. But yeah, if you're, you know, doing 60, or the car in front of doing 60 when you get past them, it's not a problem at all. So we'll just slow this bike down and we'll do it one more time. In a minute we'll get down to about 60 miles an hour, and we'll yeah, try it again. Right, so we're down to 60. Do it from these markers here at 60, foot down, and that's 70. That's crackers, it really is. Right, so we're off the dual carriageways now and finished messing around at high speeds. Just passing through Chesterfield now, so I'll go through the town centre, just see what this car's like out and around town, really. Yeah, until we get to town and it's some traffic. Other things that I found that I like about it, the menu system seems rather nice. It's very clear, there's a lot of information within that. I also think the camera, I've seen reviews saying that the screen's not as sharp, but either the cameras are improved or the screen is actually sharper than the Pulsar. But the top-down view earlier looks a lot clearer than the top-down view that you get from the Pulsar, which is used by using 4 cameras. So I'm assuming this is the same, I've not checked yet, but there's a camera at front and rear, and then there'll be one under each wing mirror, and that creates you a bird's eye view. The other thing I really like about this, I love the flat bottom steering wheel, I want it. And all the little accents of blue stitching in here. Again, I assume that's, I don't know if that's the only option of, you know, the only colour you can have. I imagine it probably is, being electric and all that. You see a lot of manufacturers want bits of blue trim here and there, you know, blue in the badges, blue in the grills, whatever. And this has got little bits of blue all over the place. And I also like these seats as well. They're sort of like full leather or 80% leather and a bit of Alcantara along the edges of the bolsters and a bit down the centre of the seat as well. So yeah, it's nice comfort wise, really. Another good thing that I found on this, which is a slight tweak over the Pulsar, and I assume that, and that's the blind spot detection. So yeah, in the Pulsar and whatnot, the blind spot is a little amber light, essentially where the mirror base plate is, in the corner of the A-pillar inside your car. So you've got like a 2-inch long amber light that lights up when there's sun in your blind spot. This one, there is tiny orange LEDs in the corner of the actual mirror glass itself, which, to be honest, makes more sense. You should be looking in your mirrors anyway, so that's where you're going to notice it more so. So in a moment, so we've just gone through Chesterfield. It's just like driving any automatic, really. So town driving's fine. What I am going to do is actually still, you know, in a bit of urban areas, go through Haslam and probably Grassmore now, whack it onto the E-pedal and just try and drive with the one pedal. The benefit with the E-pedal as well is, as it brakes, it regenerates its own energy, so just helps you get more range, really. I'm doing touch over 30, let off. I think the more, if you just take your foot off the pedal, it's like you're slamming on the brakes. So be careful of that, because I'm assuming the brake lights aren't coming on for the guy behind. You're not giving the guy behind any warning that you actually come into a stop or you're slowing down quite dramatically. So just ease off the pedal. You've got your little gauge, it's similar to a rev gauge, it's just like a power gauge. You see that drop, just don't come off altogether, unless obviously you have to. So if I let off now, you can tell, you can feel it, and you just know that it's not a comfortable way to drive. It's the strangest thing, it really is. Like, handbrake's not on, my foot's not on the brake, nothing, and I'm sat at a junction at the brow of a hill. It's impressive, to be fair, it really is. So yeah, now I've had a chance to have a bit of a drive and pull over. I'm just going to look at a few other bits on the car. First of all is the rear legroom. Now, it's not as spacious as the Pulsar. Again, I'm 6 foot, 6'1". That's my driving position there, and that's my knees there. So yeah, if you've got any tall rear passengers, it's not uncomfortable. I'm not saying that, but you're not getting 3 people back here. You'll get 2 sort of 6-footers in the back. For a family car, then yeah, mum and dad up front, 2 kids in the back. I think you've got enough room there. Child seat wise, I don't have kids, so I don't know. Another funky thing I've just seen, I thought that was the switch for the heated seat on the front, then I realised the driver's side doesn't have one. It says rear, so I think it's got rear heated seats. That's quite funky, actually. Yeah, I do like that. Nice touch there, Nissan. Yeah, overall, after having this for about 3 hours now, I am honestly impressed with the car. I think if Nissan make like a Qashqai equivalent or a saloon equivalent, something with a bit more space in the back, probably consider it. And as I keep saying, that just if the range is a bit more, you know, 200 miles with all accessories running, heaters on, cold weather, I think you're on for it. I think you need realistically a 300-mile range to make people switch. And for me, I was in two minds before when I looked at the previous Leaf, because it only had a 120-mile range. I was kind of like, well, what if I want to go? So yeah, we're almost back at Nissan now. It's been fun, I'll be honest. So hopefully we'll get some more cars to review with Bristol Street Motors. If you've enjoyed these videos, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to this channel and share it. If you know anyone who's looking for a new car, whether it's an electric vehicle or not, be sure to tell them to head over to the Bristol Street Motors website, find the local dealer, and I'm sure you'll find a deal there. My last two cars have come from Bristol Street. The Seat Leon came from Bristol Street Seat, and this Nissan Pulsar that I've got now I'm in a Leaf, but the Nissan Pulsar again come from Bristol Street, and that came from the Nissan dealer in Chesterfield. So yeah, and if you get one from Chesterfield, make sure you tell them I sent you there. That sounded nice. That e-brake is fucking crackers. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely.